Let's talk about the unit circle. Now, the unit circle can help us solve problems in trigonometry. So let's talk about some of the characteristics of the unit circle. Now, the unit circle is centered at the origin in the coordinate plane. And so here we see the point of the origin is 0, 0. The radius of the circle is 1. And that is the distance from the center of the circle to a point on the circle. The circumference is the distance around the circle, and this distance measured in degrees is 360 degrees. Now let's look at some common angle measures of the unit circle. Now in this picture here, we have the circle divided into 4 quadrants. And each of these quadrants represent 90 degrees because we can divide 360 by 4 and get 90 degrees. So starting at this initial side and going 90 degrees around the circle, we're at 90 degrees. Another 90 degrees around the circle and we're at 180 degrees. Another distance of 90 degrees around the circle and we're at 270 degrees. And then a full revolution around the circle arrives us at 360 degrees, which we can call the terminal side. Now we can also divide each quadrant in half. So when we divide 90 degrees in half, we have 45 degrees. So starting at this initial side and going 45 degrees, we're at 45 degrees. We go another 45 degrees and we're at 90 degrees. Another 45 degrees and we're at 135. 135 and another 45 degrees, we're at 180. We're at 225 here. And we go another 45 degrees to arrive at 270. Another 45 degrees takes us to an angle of 315 degrees. And then all the way around the circle, we end up at 360 degrees. Now we can also divide each quadrant into 3 parts. So when we divide 90 degrees by 3, we get 30 degrees. So starting at this initial side and going 30 degrees, we have a 30-degree angle. We go another 30 degrees and we have a 60-degree angle. We go another 30 degrees and we have a 90-degree angle. And continuing around the circle, we end up at 120 degrees, then 150 degrees, 180 degrees, 210 degrees, 240 degrees, 270 degrees, 300 degrees, 330 degrees, and then a complete revolution around the circle gives us 360 degrees. Now we can also go around the unit circle in the negative direction, which is a clockwise direction. So starting at the initial side of 0 degrees and then going in a negative direction, we'll have negative 30 degrees, negative 45 degrees, negative 60 degrees, and negative 90 degrees. And we can continue all the way around the unit circle in the negative direction and end up at negative 360 degrees.